Hello, and welcome to Unlimited Appetizers, the show where we simulate killing time while waiting for your food at a restaurant. I am your host, Erin.
And I'm Blue, Dabu Dee, Dabu Die.
Excellent. It's been a hot minute because my life has been like off the rails.
It's been like 30 years since we did our last episode.
It's kind of crazy.
You can tell, we all have gray hair now and stuff.
I had those before. So what have you been up to in the long time since we've recorded?
Well, because it's the summer and I teach, I've had all this time to really work on some of my personal projects. And I haven't used it. I've mostly been playing video games.
That's fun. I love that. That's what I would also be doing.
Yeah,
yeah. We both saw the Barbie movie. We're gonna be talking about that today.
It's Barbie discussion day.
That's why Barbie discussion day.
Colors.
Yes. And I wore no makeup, so I could be on theme with the Barbie crying scene in the movie where she has no makeup. But also, I'm just so goddamn busy. I had no time to get ready today, so I was like, all right, whatever, we going in.
Yeah, this was just Erin finding an excuse to not have to put on makeup, which is fine. I don't care, right? I didn't put on any makeup either.
There's been other episodes where I didn't want to wear it, but I was like, there's no justifiable reason why. Barbie gave me a reason that fits my brain.
Honestly, a reason is don't want to.
I am like, I just worked all day, and then I'm going to do more work, and then I'm going to work on GalaxyCon costumes because that's this weekend. I have a lot of things that I have to be doing.
Remind me to ask you about GalaxyCon off mic.
Okay.
By the way, I have questions.
Okay.
But we'll be able to talk about that too in later episodes, I imagine.
Yeah, I'm ready. I was gonna say I saw Oppenheimer last night.
Okay.
And I was telling Mancha before the podcast that Tyler really wanted to see it, and Tyler really likes history. And I don't know history like at all. So we get through the movie, and I didn't realize they're like jumping around timelines a lot, and things are happening like non-linearly. And some of the things I can tell are far apart, but some of the things I thought were happening at the same time. And there's some guy that like Robert Downey Jr. is playing, which like, first of all, the first time he was on the screen, me and Tyler write like notes to each other during the movie, and Tyler wrote RDJ, and I was like, I didn't recognize him, so I spent the whole time looking at a different guy being like, that's not Robert Downey Jr. And then I was like, oh, that guy is. So I felt really dumb because of that. And then also his character has a whole plot thing going on that I didn't even know what was happening at all. And Tyler had to explain it to me at the end. And I felt very dumb because he's like waiting for results on something that I thought was a different thing happening in the movie. And you're not supposed to be confused. You're supposed to know all these things are separate. I just don't.
It happens.
It happens. The bomb part also was not, he overhyped that when he said it was going to feel like a bomb was really going off in the theater. It did not.
Is that something that someone said?
I think the director said like he wanted, I think maybe he was talking about IMAX because he was going to make it like rumble and stuff.
It definitely would be something like IMAX.
Yeah, but he was also talking about like the sound and stuff. I felt like it was a very like muted bomb. I've had worse bombs.
I can't think. I hate when you have the idea for a joke, but you can't come up with the content of the joke quick enough.
Yes, me.
So I'm just going to immediately give up on that.
Okay.
We also do need to, I think we officially can mark off new social media we all use for 2 weeks with Threads.
Yes.
As I did download Threads, I did make an account, and then I'm done. I'm done. Everyone has unanimously decided that they hate Threads.
I also like that we have this one to count because there's all the other shit like Blue Sky and like other stuff that like I've heard about, but I'm like, most of people I know aren't using it, but Threads was made by like a mainstream company. So most people I know did download it, and I got all the notifications when people opened it. So I felt like this one was a more valid pick for the bingo.
Yeah. And Blue Sky seems to be the big thing about Blue Sky is I finally got onto Blue Sky like last week.
not.
And I can't wait till I get invite codes and I can start inviting my friends, including Erin, to this fun website. Because so far it seems pretty cool. And
Yeah.
it seems pretty robust in what you're able to do, like the way that they have like feeds set up. I'm trying to learn about, which is like choosing, like, I'm gonna go click on the anime feeds and you get a bunch of anime stuff, or you can go back to just like your mutuals. So like dictating what you see in your feed, right?
That's good.
It seems interesting, but a lot of people aren't there yet, right? So in terms of people that we know on it, I think it is 3. Not I guess 4 if you can count me. I think there are 4 of us. So yeah.
There was another one too that was like really brief that I downloaded that I don't even remember the name of it, but it also like it was like you had to join like a topic or a server group or something. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Was it Mastodon?
It was Mastodon.
I didn't download it ever because of that concept. I thought that idea was stupid.
Yeah, well, it's like people were saying it, and I was like, oh. And then I saw people say, like, oh, it doesn't really matter which one you join. You can read other stuff. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I went on, and I was like, there's, like, not a lot of servers, and none of these are anything that I, like, personally identify with. And then I was reading stuff on it, and I was like, this is all garbage.
Yeah.
So I did not like that one. Blue Sky at least sounds better than that one, but I'm gonna look at my threads I still have and see how many people I know joined it. Yeah, 175 of my mutuals added me on threads and then disappeared overnight.
Everyone was like, ooh, new social media, and then they downloaded it before realizing that it was in fact terrible. Apparently, they just added a following tab, except it's like hard to find.
Oh, that's weird.
From what I saw today.
My issue with it was I was going to go post cosplay pictures, and then I don't know if this has changed since when I tried, but it wouldn't let you sort by like your albums in like your phone to pick out photos. Like it would just pull up your whole camera roll, and I'm like, that does not work for me because I have like 4,000 images on my phone, and the only way I get them to the top of my thing is by like shuffling them around through albums.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
So that's that. I feel like that needed to be mentioned. Barbie. Let's talk Barbie.
Yes, it's our first segment officially.
So it was woke and it was awful.
Thank you, Ben Shapiro, for
You're
joining us today.
welcome. I'm gonna destroy woke Barbie. No, I loved Barbie. Barbie was very good.
It was good. It was way weirder than I thought it was gonna be. In a good way.
I'm so happy it was just weird.
Yeah, like I think it's the weirdest it's the weirdest movie of that level of mainstream popularity that I've ever seen. Like it's breaking all these records, it's humongous, and I left the theater like that was odd.
It's also just like the highest budget weird movie.
Yeah.
That also has this level of mainstream popularity for like I can't think of anything to compare Barbie to.
Mm-hmm.
But it was good.
It was good. It. Do you want to do the thing that the movie reviewers do where they talk about it without spoilers for like a little bit and then they're like, all right, it's spoiler time?
Yeah, okay. So
without spoilers first.
We're going to start without spoilers and then we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Anyways, colorful. Barbie dies.
It's very, very colorful movie. Ryan Gosling's very funny in it. I liked him.
I loved Will Ferrell in this movie.
Yes. Me and the people I saw it with were pointing out that in the Lego movie, he's also like the link between the two worlds kind of guy, and that was like interesting. That
there's so many things I want to say already that are just going to be spoilers.
We could, probably most people we know that would have any chance.
I feel like we need to just open up the spoiler talk now. Like, no, like
that was 1 minute of non.
Yeah, that was one. I immediately just want to talk about spoiler stuff.
Yeah,
movie good. If you want to skip Barbie spoilers, go to the next section in there'll be a thing. I'll make sure the sections are on this one. So
yeah,
you can
we'll
go to the
actually
game.
do that this
Go to
time.
our next section. I do it most of the times.
No comment.
I think I do it most of the times.
Usually when I'm looking at it after it's been posted, I don't see them.
Well,
but...
that's on you then for not complaining.
I felt bad because it's not on me.
No, you were allowed to yell at me for not doing that.
Yeah, it's just I gave up asking because it was like I had to ask every time.
You just need to remind me because I will do it. I just forget. Anyways,
I figured it doesn't make that.
I do want to do it. We should be consistent. I'll eventually go back through and do them all.
Sure.
It'll take me 20 minutes to do all of them.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked that Will Ferrell wasn't like the villain, that he wasn't like evil or anything.
Yeah,
he kind of was just there in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like we didn't really need Will Ferrell's character in the movie at all.
Yeah.
But he does add things to the movie. Like
he made it a little funnier. Yeah.
It helped out like the comedy vibe, which is, I mean, this is a comedy movie, so that's good.
Yeah. I also think when you're trying to do the woke message about like gender inequality or whatever, it was helpful that it's like, okay, it's a board of all guys and they're not evil. Like they're not bad. It just it's all guys. Like and I feel like that was like better than being like they're all guys and they're all pieces of shit. Like, that'd be not as palatable.
Mm-hmm. What else? I loved that Rhea Perlman was in this movie.
Who's that again?
Ruth Handler.
Oh yeah.
She's Danny DeVito's, I think, ex-wife.
Oh, that's interesting. That's cool. Yeah,
they are separated currently. She's the mom in Matilda.
Okay, that's cool.
She's also like a main character in Cheers, which I have seen like 2 episodes of.
I also loved Alan. I wish there was just like a pinch more Alan. Like that'd be my only thing. Because I feel like he didn't really like he was there, but it would have been nice to have like a guy explain more like why he's like on their side, and he kind of just was like, I'm scared,
I loved Alan. Getting to see Alan just beat up a bunch of people was awesome. Cool. I was not ready for that, and that was great. I also just love Michael Cera. So
I love him so much.
I would always want more Michael Cera.
When me and Derek cosplay Barbie at Colossal Con, I'm going to make Derek beat up all the people nearby.
I wish there was a Barbie character I could reasonably cosplay and like be recognized as the Barbie character. Because I can roll up and say I'm a Ken, and like that would be great. But there's no one from the movie I can really do.
It's mostly the main Barbie, the main Ken, and Alan, and then all the other people are like, you could tell you're trying to be someone, but like I don't know that I would recognize them all.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Also, the other big, I think, important thing to mention is I caught the sort of twist.
Which sort of twist?
That it was the mom.
Oh,
and not the girl.
That's fair.
That
she is
was being picked up
with.
on.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's a bad thing. I'm always really excited when I figure out the twist and then it was right. So like Morgan can back me up here. I turned to her at one point. I'm like, it's gonna be the mom. It's gonna be the mom. And then when it happened, I turned to her again in the theater. I was just like, yes. I was like so excited.
That's funny. Yeah, I had a moment like that in I won't say what it is because I didn't mark Spider-Verse spoilers, but there's like kind of there's a point like that in the latest Spider-Verse movie, and somebody next to me...
Oh, is it like at the end?
Yeah, somebody next to me, I heard her like turn to her boyfriend and go like, oh no, and then I put it together because she said it, and I was like, oh no, but...
I also caught that one. That one I felt was pretty obvious at a certain point.
Yeah. But I just wasn't... It was like one of those things where I wasn't like thinking about it that hard, and then all of a sudden it was there, and I was like, oh!
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, this, I don't know. What else can I say about Barbie?
Are they actually selling ordinary Barbie? Because they should.
I don't know. I mean, they're selling outfits from the movie, but I don't know that any of them are labeled like those kinds of names that they came up with.
Mm-hmm.
They're also not redoing like the side characters that they brought back and stuff. Like from what I heard, they're just doing like Barbie and Ken and not anybody else.
It would be the perfect opportunity for them to re-release Alan.
I
I
was gonna
would
say-
buy an Alan.
Everyone would want an Alan.
He's Ken's friend.
I'm gonna look. Yeah, no, there's no new Alan doll. They're like, sorry, we're not doing that.
If anything, like, so like, I'm a Barbie Life in the Dream House fan, right? Because it's a good show. I'm like, part of me is like a little sad that that it was kind of just Barbies and Kens, and then there were other characters mentioned, but like we didn't get to see anyone else there. But they were in some of them were in the credits. Like Teresa was in like the credits and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So I recognize that it probably wouldn't have worked with the idea of the movie, but it still would have been nice to see the other characters. I think.
I also.
Like,
oh, go
it was
ahead.
it was like, hey, there's Midge.
Yeah. I agree. Also, when I was a kid, I totally get why they didn't do it with the plot, but when I was a kid, I had a ton of the Kelly dolls and like the children. And I get why they didn't with the plot try to throw children into that whole mess, because that would have made it like problematic. But like that is like primarily what I played with when I was really young, like those things like together. And they mentioned like Skipper, but like there's no Skipper or anything, and she's like in between and stuff.
Yeah. They did talk about her a couple times.
Yeah, they like mentioned her. Yeah, I also got confused when they were putting her in the box. I thought they were doing something like nefarious when like the strap things were coming off, and then when I realized later they like weren't evil, I was like, oh no, like she just wanted to go run around. And,
we don't really
think
know
about stuff.
We don't really know what it would have done.
Yeah, they're saying it would have sent her back, and at the end, I was like, with the people I was with, and I was like, were they gonna like just like trap her in the box there? And they were like, no, I think they were gonna send her back, and I was like, I don't know, I couldn't tell. Like it was weird.
I really liked that chase scene right afterwards, though.
Yeah, it was funny
because it was, again, I love that they're really playing up the weirdness factor, because it wasn't a real chase scene. It was just them doing a bunch of Scooby-Doo type jokes, which is great.
Yeah, it was fun.
With that kind of stuff. I
also love that the Barbie creator was just like God, basically. Like,
so, I love that she was a ghost that they all know is a ghost that lives in the building.
Yeah, that was funny,
right?
too.
Where Will Ferrell's he's not confused by it. He's just like, oh yeah, she has an office on the 17th floor. That's fine. She's allowed to be here, which was great.
Yep. The end joke killed me. I was dying.
The end was interesting. It didn't like make me laugh. I thought it was good, but it didn't make me like laugh or anything.
I laughed because I was very surprised, and that's usually a response I have to being like, oh, I didn't know they're gonna go there. But I want to complain about somebody I saw on Instagram. I'm calling out some random woman right now. She made a TikTok that was like, is anyone else disappointed that at the ending of Barbie, she didn't become like the CEO or like do something else? And I'm like, you missed the goddamn point of the movie. Not the point is you're allowed to be ordinary, and that's fine, and you don't have to be the best. That was the whole point.
That was the entire plot. The entire plot of the movie.
Yes, the entire point was like you're expected to be like perfect, and you should.
Sometimes
be able
it's
to
just enough being.
Yeah.
There were the only complaint I have is that because they were going for multiple messages, right? It wasn't just that. It was also the like feminism stuff, and it was also other things, and I feel like in that there were a lot of things that did kind of like with Alan just didn't get drawn out enough to really stick, because like with the end scene, right, with Ruth and Barbie, it wasn't about like the feminism stuff. It was about being the existential stuff, and that was my favorite part of the movie, right? I love like weird existential like stuff, and like the concept of Barbie stopping becoming an idea and becoming real. Which I'm gonna draw a really weird link here.
Go ahead.
Okay, to something I know you have not seen.
Okay.
There is a D&D show I watch by called Dimension 20, right? Okay. You might have heard of it.
I've heard that name.
Big fan of it, right? And there's a whole season that they do about like it's like set in New York, and there's like magic in New York, right? And the whole concept of that season is very similar to this idea in Barbie, and I really liked that because I love that season, because the idea of the D20 season is dreams are like a real thing, and if enough people have a dream, the dream becomes real. But once it's real, then it's no longer a dream, so therefore it's like a static idea and not like a movable concept anymore. And that therefore is not necessarily a good thing.
Right.
And like that, it seemed like there was a lot of that same idea in this. I don't know. I just kind of wanted to throw that out there because I thought it was interesting, where like you're towing the line between like a concept and then reality, right? So it was interesting seeing Barbie like giving up the idea of being a concept, right? Which makes sense because she was stereotypical Barbie, and if she's getting rid of the concept of being stereotypical Barbie, I guess that does kind of play into the you can just be, right? I don't know where I was going with this. I'm just off. I'm like off the doming this shit.
No, I got you. I like it. I was also going to say I laughed very, very, very hard at the joke where, like, Margot Robbie is crying and being like, I'm ugly, and they're like, director's note, do not cast Margot Robbie if you want to make this point.
That joke was specifically my favorite because they don't do it anytime else in the movie. They don't, like, do weird narrator fourth wall breaks all over the movie. There was just one, and it was just for that, and therefore I think it was perfect.
It was excellent use of it.
Right. Which is great because that's what I was thinking during that scene as well. I'm just like, I mean, it's Margot Robbie. She's still very pretty right now.
Oh yeah. Like even her with no makeup on is like a 100.
She's Margot Robbie. She is beautiful.
Yeah, she's best. I love her.
I'm a big Margot Robbie fan. I loved her as Harley Quinn, right?
Yeah. I think it was Tyler, and I think it was about her. I was like, oh, I love Margot Robbie, and I like showed him a video where she's talking in an interview, and he was like, she's British? And I was like, yeah!
To be fair, I didn't know she was British either.
It's like shocking.
Until you just said it right now.
The British people are so good at like being American. Like Tom Holland, I'm like, I watched all his movies and then I hear him talking. I'm like, oh my God, you're like two different guys.
Yeah. Well, this just means I need to see Asteroid City even more now because I already wanted to see.
Oh yeah, she's good in
Asteroid
that too.
City, and I know she's in it. So
yeah, she's a very small part, but it's a really like good part. So
it's her, and it's also Jason Schwartzman.
Yeah, that movie was very good.
I need to watch it.
If you don't like Wes Anderson, it's a Wes Anderson movie. If you do like Wes Anderson, it's a pretty good Wes Anderson movie.
I like movies that, again, are not afraid to not be normal movies, which is like every Wes Anderson film. And I've only seen Fantastic Mr. Fox in full, and I need to watch his other stuff. But I imagine I will like it because, again, I like movies that are not afraid to not be realistic, right?
Yeah.
I like when it's just like, we're gonna have fun with this material, this medium, right?
Yeah, I feel like his animated ones, because like Fantastic Mr. Fox and like Isle of Dogs, they're still super weird. They stay, I feel, on the rails more plot-wise than some of his other movies. Some of the other ones just take like a weird turn in like a weird direction where you're like, oh, okay. And this one does that, but it was fine. I liked it. It's a little Like, if you don't like movies made by people from Hollywood being like, oh, I'm working in Hollywood and we're so complicated and difficult, like, you won't like it, but I like stuff like that. I loved BoJack Horseman. That's all that show is. So.
Yeah, I'm sure I will like it then.
Yeah.
Again, like, it's not a high bar to get me to like a weird movie. Because I'm interested in people trying out weird shit. If I wanted to make a movie, I'd want to make something fucking weird.
While we've just turned this into the all movies that came out recently podcast, I wanted to see...
We're every other white guy podcast.
Yep. I wanted to see Ruby Gillman Teenage Kraken, and it did so bad that it was like out of the theater I have passes for so fast that I could only get like a 2 p.m. during a work day, and I was like, well, I guess I'm not seeing it. I was trying to give you guys my money, but rip.
I am frustrated about Ruby Gillman Teenage Kraken. Okay? Mm-hmm. Here's why. I've got like a whole thing. I want to support DreamWorks. I love DreamWorks. DreamWorks makes good movies. Mm-hmm. Here's my issue with Ruby Gillman Teenage Kraken. It's mermaid slander, and I will not stand for that, okay?
Counterpoint. I like the evil mermaid, and she's like an Erin character, so I'm okay with her being slandered a little.
It's the thing, it's like, I like the vibe of the character.
Yes.
Right? I love the design of that character. But I've read the plot of the movie. I'm going to go into the plot of the movie to talk about this. And because it makes me more mad. Mm-hmm. Okay? Do you know what would have been great, right? You know what would have been awesome? Mm-hmm. The Kraken girl, the mermaid girl, become best friends.
Yeah.
Right? Or more? Whatever you want.
I also saw people shipping that.
A lot of people have been shipping them.
Yep.
Here is the issue. Mm-hmm. The mermaid is not like a child. The mermaid is actually in secret the queen of the mermaids who has infiltrated like the humans.
Interesting.
And she just wants to take over the world or whatever. I don't know. I didn't see the movie. I've just read the concept and I know that. So like the ship doesn't work there because of that. And it's just I'm a mermaid and I'm evil, and I don't like that. I feel like I'm not gonna get anything out of a movie where it's just like I don't know.
I hear you.
I'm frustrated about the concept of just like I don't know. In some aspect, like I want to defend evil for evil's sake characters because we have not had a lot of those recently, right?
Yeah.
I want to like evil for evil's sake characters. I'm just annoyed it had to be a mermaid.
I hear ya. I also like mermaids and fish people. Not as much as you do, but they are something that I like. If there's like a MMO I'm playing where you can be that, I usually will pick them. Yeah, I wanted to like it more than some other animated movies that have come out in the last couple years. It looked like it might appeal to me more than other ones, but I just did not get any opportunity to see it. And I don't really want to like pay like a lot of those rental things. If you try to rent a movie that like just came out, it's like $20 to like rent it. We were trying to rent. Do you know who Bert Kreischer is?
I do not.
Okay, he's a comedian. He's friends with like Tom Segura. They have like a podcast together. They're both very famous. He just did a movie based on like a story that he tells in one of his stand-up specials. It's like something that happened to him, and it was in theaters very briefly, like so briefly because it was like a weird special thing. If you want to buy it online or like rent it or something, it was like either like $20 or $40 if you want to rent or buy. And we were like, no, like it's not even gonna be a good movie. It's gonna be like a goofy comedy movie made by like a comedian who's like fine, but like not like the top of the game. So we have not watched it, even though we like him.
I'm scared it's gonna happen with FNAF, right? Because when FNAF launches, they're gonna simultaneously release it on Peacock, which used to be free. I don't think it is anymore.
Yeah.
Now, I'd be willing to buy like a month of Peacock to watch the FNAF movie. I think that'd be... I'm fine with that, because I'd get other stuff out of it. I would not be fine if I have to get a Peacock subscription and then also pay like $20 more. I really hope it's not that, because I know other stuff has happened like that. And like, to be fair, it was more reasonable during COVID when people could not go to the movies.
Yeah.
I think that there was a little more basis to do that. But now I would rather just the movie not release until it's gone. I don't know. I feel bad for Ruby Gillman because it did terribly.
Yeah.
And they gave up on it. Unlike Elemental, which did terribly, and then they stuck it out, and now it's doing well. Now Elemental is like made the money back because they were like, no, I believe in this movie and it's good. Because Elemental is again another movie I want to see. But it's nothing like the trailers. It's about like being an immigrant.
Yeah. When I started
America.
seeing that, I was like, "Oh, actually, I should."
It's
go
like
see that.
it's not just like a humdrum love story. It's something else, and there's also this love story aspect, which is awesome.
I was just gonna say, I'm pretty sure. So that came out before, right?
Elemental and Ruby Gillman were, I think, the same month. I think they were both June.
Okay. Because Elemental, I don't see it right now in my app, but it was in the Alamo Drafthouse app like very recently, and Ruby Gillman like came and went like immediately, like it, and Elemental like was available a lot longer because people actually started like going to it.
Okay, Elemental dropped first, I think.
Yeah,
but like they were the same month.
Yeah.
But Elemental, I think, is sticking it out.
Mm-hmm. That's all.
I think it's still going.
Yeah.
I don't know. Here's the issue I have, right? This is another movie-related thing I can complain about. Mm-hmm. I live in a small town, but it's the county seat. Okay, I live in a small town. We have a small town theater that just reopened.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was closed for, like it was open when I was little. I remember going to see Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the Johnny Depp one there.
Yes.
And then it closed sometime after because it's a small town. And then our mayor, I will say, has done a very good job of like getting these local businesses to like make downtown better. Mm-hmm. It's not perfect, but the big issue I have with it is that everything's closed on Monday. Everything is closed on Monday. I might have complained about this on the podcast before.
Oh, I hate that.
Everything's closed on Monday. So when I wanted to see Barbie on Monday with Morgan, we couldn't see it in town and had to go to the other theater, which is 30 minutes away. That is the closest theater to us, which is how it always was. It was always like this. It's because it's a small theater and they only have like 3 rooms or whatever. But everything's closed on Monday. And then we forgot about. I had complained a bunch about it, and then afterwards we were talking about where to go to eat, and Morgan was like, "Oh, there was this one place in town that had good macaroni. Let's go there. They had good buffalo mac." It was downtown. We get to the parking lot, and then I see no cars. I'm like, "Oh, shit! It's Monday."
That's rough.
Stupid Monday. Anyways, I'm mad about that. Haunted Mansion looks good though. I want to see.
Yeah,
I didn't know it has Danny DeVito in it.
Yes. Oh,
that sold me. That straight up sold me. It was like, oh, Danny DeVito's in this? Great. I'm going to go watch that movie.
Yeah, we're going to go see it. I'm excited. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Are we ready for the next segment?
Let's do... so I'll introduce the segment because it was my idea.
Mm-hmm.
Did I come up with this idea because I kept watching AI covers of Cartman from South Park singing the Toxic Gossip Train song?
I was hoping you were going to say that.
That is exactly how I came up with this idea.
Oh, I love that.
So here's how this is going to work. I'll start by sending Erin something that she needs to apologize for, that she did wrong, that she needs to upload an apology video for. And she's going to come up with an apology video off the dome, and then we're going to go back and forth. And we've curated several controversies for each other. So I'm going to... we wanted to keep the surprise factor in.
Yeah, so is it like I'm just gonna go and then you're just gonna send them while I'm doing, and it'll be
No,
like,
no. So the
oh,
my
I
thought
built
is,
mine kind of like that.
so my thought is, at least how I built mine,
Mhm.
is I have a prompt for you. It's like the pitch. It's like I'm giving you a product to sell, except the product you're selling is your apology for this bad thing you did. So, just go, just like, what would
Yeah,
your
but am I
apology?
doing
Yeah.
5 or am I doing one that progressively gets longer as more things are added to it?
My thought was that it was 5 separate ones.
Okay, my thought was it was 1, and when I see you trailing off, I send you the next part.
Okay. I mean, we could try that too.
Whatever works. Do me first, and we'll see how it goes.
We'll do one, because I wouldn't mind trying to apologize for 5 things in order. That's just not like, so mine are all completely different things.
Okay.
I'll start with like what I figured was the most tame one.
Sure. Okay. Forgive me, everyone. I forgot my ukulele today. But I would just like to apologize. I know that I have a platform and I need to use it responsibly. We have a total of 2 fans. That's a lot of people to influence. And I shamelessly used the Unlimited Appetizers. No refilming. This is one take, baby. The Unlimited Appetizers Twitter account to sell health supplements. And here's the thing. I didn't do my research because I thought they were appropriate to be selling. I did not know of the long list of side effects. I did not know about the explosive diarrhea resulting from the diet milkshakes. It has come to my attention that a child, perhaps multiple children, the data is still coming in, 3 have died as a result of my irresponsible actions. And I could not be more sorry. I did not think that we had that many fans. They were 7-year-old triplets. And I gotta say, it's a little irresponsible on the parents for that when three kids died and they're all from one set of parents. Come on, you're really gonna blame all of that on me? Anyway, I'm sorry. In my defense, it did say on the box that you should be 18 before consuming the supplements, but kids don't read too well, so my mistake.
I love like the angle into, I didn't do anything wrong here. These kids are stupid.
Well, that's kind of how they work. I'm modeling after Colleen's the Queen, you know.
Mm-hmm. That was my thought. That was my thought of how this.
Okay, I kind of have 5 things about that length that I thought would be one thing.
So I could do a big one.
Do you want to just keep sending stuff to me and then
Yeah.
I'll do you after? Okay.
Sure. Great. We're gonna do this one next.
Okay. Hey guys, I know I just posted one of these, but I'm already back again. I've really hecked up a second time. As you all know, my first cat, Stinky Kevin, some middle-aged women on the internet didn't like that I gave my cat kind of a mean name, and I said, "Screw you." And when I acquired a second cat, I thought, let's keep the names kind of thematically similar, and I thought Stupid Bastard Charlie was a good name. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia fans, it's just logical to tie those together. Cat owners everywhere are furious with me. Apparently, this is a huge step up from Stinky Kevin. I didn't think it was going to be that bad. So one of the things about making jokes that maybe punch down or make fun of other people is that they shouldn't be too based in reality in a way that is painful. And I guess people were upset because cats actually can't read, and that's offensive. And also, it's not nice to make fun of Charlie from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia for not being able to read. So, my bad. He has a lot of money. I don't think he really cares, but.
All right. Here's the next one.
Okay. Mancha. I'm not even gonna. Okay, so modeling this after somebody I know. If you're out there, shout out. Hey guys, again, so sorry. Just wanted to apologize once again that I booked 10 rooms at a convention to have enough room for all of my props, and also one room just to shit in. I mean, that one I feel like should be more forgivable. You don't want to shit in the primary hotel room. That's, not great. That's what, we want to keep the tub and the other one clean. I had a lot of props. I had a giant inflatable bounce house that went with my Dora the Explorer cosplay. Yeah, I don't know. Who else has giant? What's that anime with the guy with the big cross thing?
Jesus?
Not Jesus. You know what I'm talking about. People are
No, I don't.
It's the thing. I think it's the thing when this is all in the video, by the way. I think it's the thing when that bird book, the This Is How You Lose the Time War book came out, and Bigelows Dickolas made the thing. I think the character that is named after, I think, is from that. I think. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't. I looked up big cross anime and it says Trigun.
Yeah, I think it's Trigun, isn't it? Trigun.
I do see a guy with a big cross gun.
Yeah. I think that's what I'm thinking of.
I've never seen this before in my life.
Yeah, I think I'm thinking of that. Yeah. It's this thing, and it's like wrapped in the one. Yeah. Anyway, so that thing takes up a whole room just by itself. But yeah, people are furious everywhere, as everyone knows. It's difficult to get rooms for Katsucon, and me booking 11 was a little rude. Hi guys, quick update on the room situation. I am so sorry in my earlier video that I did not disclose the secret 12th room. I didn't feel like it was relevant to mention it in the first video because, I just thought it would just add to the storm, and I figured if nobody knew, why bring that to the surface? That I use for some worse thing.
Good improv.
Yeah, I didn't read I assumed you sent something that was a specific thing, and so I didn't even read until it was about to come out of my mouth, and then I was like, oh, that is not an actual thing. I have to think of something. That I used for filming a live on-site Unlimited Appetizers episode. That is truly a waste of a room. I'm so sorry, everyone.
I get a room for that.
It's the room that we lock Mancha in while the rest of us are at the con. Is this a separate one or the same one?
This is a separate one.
Okay. Hey guys. Once again, so sorry that I wrote my last apology video using ChatGPT. I know AI is really controversial right now, and I probably should have spoke from the heart, but I just didn't have the right words, and I thought, maybe I would use this. It would make me sound a little smarter, a little more put together. I know in the past I've infamously also wrote an episode of Unlimited Appetizers using ChatGPT, so I'm kind of a serial AI user. So I apologize again for that. I was very surprised that ChatGPT knew to spit out the Unlimited Appetizers recording session, though. I was kind of impressed with it by that. I must have trained it well. Again, so sorry. Didn't mean to do that. And also, again, the correct answer is sushi.
All right. I cut one of mine and just added the 12th room, so I think we're good.
That works.
I'm so glad you're sorry for all of that.
I am
really
very
do
sorry.
believe you. I think you'll be okay this next time.
Okay.
She's on her upswing. Guys.
When you go, I'm just gonna do all of them like how you did.
Okay.
These.
That's what I figured. I kind of adapted.
Yes. Okay.
Hold on.
Oh, Mancha's pulling out all the theatrics for his video.
Hey guys. I guess you've all heard. And I just needed you to know. I know that things like this are irredeemable, but I need you to understand this from my perspective. Okay, some of you, probably all of you, I know I've seen it in the comments. I've gotten tweets about it. I know that you saw that I did get arrested for running over a Taco Bell drive-thru speaker. But I need you guys to understand it wasn't my fault. Okay, I did everything I could to not hit that speaker. And I didn't know that Dr. Pepper was a controlled substance, and I didn't know that Dr. Pepper was something that you could get a DUI for, and I still don't believe it. But that's what happened. And to the Taco Bell on 24th Street, I'm sorry about your speaker for driving it over, but I'm just as hurt as you are. My car got totaled in the accident. So I think you need to see this from my perspective too. And I'm sorry, but listen, that live stream from yesterday, I did everything I could, okay? I had made it clear in the description. I was very clear that if you open the description, you click see more, and you scroll to the bottom, that it said that this live stream was only for 18 plus. Okay? I'm sorry that because I typed Bluey, Dora the Explorer, Coco Melon in the tags that it got put on the YouTube Kids app. And I'm sorry that everyone saw me lay an egg uncensored on stream. I thought it was beautiful, okay? It was a sign of new life. It's like Easter. It's like Jesus coming out of the tomb on Easter. It's new life. That means something. And I'm sorry you didn't understand that. And no, I'm not sorry for that one. I think I'm in the right. I'm not apologizing for that. I'm not apologizing for that one. Listen, Guy Fieri needed his house egged, right? And he needed to see that I could do it with my own strength. And that's why I've been laying eggs and throwing them at Guy Fieri's house. I'm not sorry for it. I'm not going to apologize. He needs to learn that not everything is Flavor Town. Sometimes we have to live in Sad Town, okay? Like I do. I make no money. I'm poor. I don't get to live in Flavor Town. I get to live in Poor Town, okay? And if Guy Fieri doesn't understand that, well, he can enjoy having his eggs sunny side up on his house. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry again. But sometimes when you go to www.nuclearlaunch.government, you're like, what if I could guess the nuclear launch codes? We've all tried it. We've all tried it. We've all been to the website and joked around about guessing the launch codes. And I'm sorry, okay? I didn't think it was actually going to work, you know? I didn't realize that when I hit enter after... I didn't realize that it would blow up France. I thought I'd at least get the option to say, hey, do you want to nuke France? I didn't think that, like, the code was, like, specifically telling you to do this. I didn't want to nuke France. I know I've talked about not liking France before, but it's not my fault. I didn't do this on purpose. It was an accident. This is all circumstantial evidence! And I'm sorry.
It's your last one.
And listen, we've talked about being under the influence before. But in my state, it's not illegal to be under the influence of righteousness. So when I strangled Grimace in that street in the middle of broad daylight, 12:20 p.m., on the corner of West and 3rd, I did what I had to do to save our country. And if that means killing a beloved purple mascot, who may have been Erin's boyfriend in disguise, I did what I had to do. I'm not sorry for that. Are we done? Can we turn this off now? I'm done. I'm not sorry for any of that.
Good job.
Okay, the egg one I think was the funniest one.
The egg, I was like, I wrote the first one. I was like, what if I reuse the eggs? So I have a secret segment. Let me find where in the heck I have like a thing that I need to send you. Oh, yes. Anyone with the link. Alrighty. We still recording? Yes. Okay, so for my secret segment, also excellent performance from both of us. Love it.
Good job.
Love
Very
all
good.
the things we've done wrong. I forgive you for strangling Grimace. I have
So does God.
I have decided, in honor of the Barbie movie, I was thinking of doing a fun Barbie themed segment, and this is kind of one of those ones where we get a little mini assignment that we work on for like a minute and then come back with.
Okay.
So what's going to happen is I'm linking you a drive that has some like images of Barbies that can be used as a template, or you can grab whatever you want from the internet, and then I'm going to give us a theme, and you can either draw or Photoshop items onto the Barbie that will make the Barbie fit the theme that we're trying to design for. So
Okay.
gonna do a couple of these.
Can you hear the thunder over here?
No, I might have heard something and just tuned it out.
Oh, there's been a lot of thunder the past like 10 minutes, so I was just curious if it was picking up.
Oh my
We're
goodness. Good. Hell yeah. All right. Okay. So the first Barbie that we're going to design, Barbie has been working hand in hand with Mancha, and they've decided to release their own line of cryptid and or monster Barbies. So just take a few minutes to design your masterpiece, and then we'll come back and show them off.
All right, we'll be right back. All right, and after Erin's Photoshop crashed once, we are back.
This might be a problematic segment. We're only going to do a couple of them. My
a bit shorter, but I think that's okay. They don't all got to be long ones.
We talked about movies for 1,000 years. It's fine. So I will present my cryptid Barbie to you. It's a little different than the original one I made because I had to like scurry to remake it faster. But behold Loch Ness Monster Barbie.
Oh no. Oh no. Where's the rest of her?
The rest of her was wearing a Scottish outfit, but it got deleted.
That's terrifying. Mine is La Llorona Barbie, which
Wait.
is like a Mexican ghost whose children drowned.
Oh, wow. Yours is like effort was put into it. I love it. Mine's like I took this stretchy thing and made it go noom.
I mean, that's effort in yours. I
That's
barely changed it. I gave her a veil and sad eyes, and then changed the color.
Oh my gosh, I love
Just
it.
low effort there.
It's beautiful. Excellent.
Very good.
Hell yeah.
Sad ghost.
It's very cute. Okay. Let me think which of these I want to make.
It makes sense, but it's amusing that, like, I don't know. I don't think there's a. I don't know if there's a canon wedding dress Barbie, or if
Oh yeah.
you know, they
I
all looked. What's the word? Off brand.
Right.
I can't tell. That one might be real, but it's just the bridal outfit. I don't know. It's got like Japanese lettering on it, so I'm not confident it's real.
For our next theme, you're going to base a Barbie on a meme of your choosing.
Ooh, okay. A lot of options. We'll be back. Okay, we are back after our second adventure.
All right.
Mine is so dumb. I'll send mine first this time.
Sure. I hope we didn't do the same thing. Oh no, we didn't.
I did the girl the distracted boyfriend is distracted by Barbie, which is why she's blurry.
That'd be one of those ones where like somebody's mom wouldn't buy them the whole set, and they're like, "But mom, I need all of them."
But mom, I need distracted Ken and offended Barbie.
Yep. Oh, I love that. Mine's Here Come Dat Barbie. Oh,
I
shit,
knew you were gonna do that one. I was so prepared for it.
I used to like that meme. Like, I felt like a normal amount, but then someone bought me a t-shirt of it, drew me, and I was like, I guess I like that meme too much that people bought me a shirt of it.
Oh no.
I love that.
I didn't know that. That was exactly what I expected, though. That's the Erin meme.
Yep. I did not know it was an Erin.
It was either that or Big Floppa.
Oh, I wouldn't be able to do it justice in a couple minutes. Okay. Let me think first.
We did use the same Barbie, though.
Mm-hmm. It's fun. Oh.
Okay. What is our final prompt?
All right. The final theme is a Barbie that is promoting some kind of brand or product of your choice, but it's a promotional Barbie.
It's a promotional Barbie. Okay. I can work with that.
Okay.
All right. We've got our last ones.
I just wanted to say, when I thought of this segment, I originally was like, oh, I'm actually going to make, like, you know, kind of cute, kind of fashionable, funny things. And then I just made 3, like, man-made horrors beyond comprehension in a row. Anyway, here's IKEA Barbie. She's a chair. She comes
that's horrible.
She comes with Swedish meatballs and that bear with the name I can't pronounce.
The Dunkelskog.
Yes,
I don't know how to pronounce it
I
either,
don't
but
know.
it's that thing. I know it's the Dunkelskog.
I was like, go ahead.
I want you to tell me what my Barbie is. I want to see if you can figure it out.
Okay, well, you told me during the break that you thought about doing Chester Cheetah, but you didn't.
I sent the picture. I just want you to tell me what you think it is based off the picture.
Okay, so it's holding a Pepsi. Is it from the Pepsi commercial with the police?
It's Kendall Jenner Pepsi Barbie.
Yep.
It's a tie-in to the Kendall Jenner Pepsi commercial.
That's perfect. I love that. That's a good one. Yours are kind of cute.
Again, I tried to make mine all reasonable Barbies.
Mine was like, I know how to use the warp tool. Here we go.
I actually don't know if I know how to use the warp tool.
It's really
I don't use
easy.
it a lot, so
You just press a button and then you can just drag it around where you want.
No, I did warp. I totally did warp. Never
Yeah.
mind. I'm dumb. I warped for the Barbie on her chest on the second one.
Nice.
Those are our Barbies. Hi, Iris Mattel. Thank you.
Good.
Okay. It's been a while since I've had to do the outro, so I don't know if I can do it off the top of my head. Thanks for watching Unlimited Appetizers. If you liked us, thanks. I appreciate that. I'm sure Erin does too, and you should totally like, comment, subscribe, give us ideas and stuff. Tell us why our opinions are terrible. Whatever we can do to get you to engage with our content.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you can follow the podcast most places. It's appetizercast. And then I'm Erin MacDaddy, and Mancha is Moth Mancha. We're all on pretty much every platform, like Twitter, Instagram.
You
YouTube,
can even find us on Threads, except we don't use it.
Yeah.
And I don't think the podcast has a Threads because we don't care.
No. You can see 3 threads I posted that are basically just me going, "Hello, everyone! I'm on the Threads app," and then that's the whole post.
I think I did that too, except I did the classic Moth Mancha, where I go in and type my name as the first message, which I do a lot on Discord.
It's like your calling card.
Anyways, be sure to tip your waitresses. Do not egg Guy Fieri's house.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll see you next time.
Sorry.